What's up, mamas? How's everybody doing today? I'm like, let me go live because not only do I want to talk to all of you, but I also need to be talking to myself. So I'm super excited because, launching this challenge has not been a easy process. And I'm just very I'm excited for us because as we embark on this journey, being moms, believing in ourselves, waking up every day when we don't feel like it, packing the kids up. Like, if don't nobody understand, listen, I understand. I get it. I am you. So that's just the beauty of this. It's like we get community, we get to stick together, we get to collaborate, and it's just so many different layers and pillars of being a mom entrepreneur. This is why this challenge is 111 days. Okay. So I'm like, we gotta stretch this on out because we gotta go deep with this. We gotta hit home. And then I'm excited to really hit the mark. This challenge is titled the $1 Million Mama. And yes, we want $1 million, absolutely. And deeply, I would say it's the basis of it is really the habits, the structure, the systems, the routine, all of that to become a $1 million mama. So we're all on this journey together, whether you've made $1 million or you haven't made $1 million, or you're on your journey of making $1 million. You need to get reignited to, do whatever, like your entrepreneur journey, like, and you're a mom and you get discouraged, this challenge is for you. So I don't know if you guys know, but we did our 90-day glow up challenge and it went amazing. I gotta say, I'm so thankful, like I said, for community, right? So I started a little small group and we were just kicking it. I had women in the moms, right? Mom entrepreneurs commenting below, like, you're not, all your hard work is not going to, in vain. Like, I feel you. I'm here with you. I'm at the gym. I had mamas meeting me at the gym to come work out. Like, it was literally lit. And as soon as I got out of that challenge, I felt it. I felt it. What is it? The frequency of, my old self. And I'm like, no, I got to get back. I got to get back into another challenge like today. And not only did I feel it for myself, but my mamas, on fire around me, they are feeling it too. They're like, what's going on? Like, let's get reignited. Let's do the challenge. Let's keep the momentum running. So during that challenge, it was just so fun. Like, the glow up was just all in every aspect of life. And it really, what I learned from that challenge was that it's possible, through consistency and discipline. It's not only just possible, but it is inevitable, right? So as long as it's consistent, meaning taking action consistently, you are bound to get the results. Also too, it helped me reflect on everything must go. If you are a part of that last challenge and you were one of the mamas that came to work out with me, or just commenting and just in, on this journey and getting inspired and motivated, make sure you comment below. Comment where you're from as well. And if you catch this later on, make sure you do hashtag replay so I can know that you also seen it. But yes, like, I went from 220 pounds to 187 pounds. Okay. So that's major. Like, plant based, converting over pescatarian plant based, that was huge. I'm like, no, like, I'm showing up, I'm glowing up. I'm not glowing up and faking it. Behind the scenes, the work that you do behind the scenes show. So when that one mama, I believe her name is Nisha on my Facebook, she's one of my Facebook friends, when she said, like, your hard work is not going in vain, she didn't even know how much that really meant to me. When my girlfriend calls me in the morning at 4:30 a.m. and she's like, girl, what we doing today? We going to the gym? That means so much to me. Angie, I love you, girly, and I appreciate you so much. Like, when she called me, I'm like, hey, what's up? She's literally FaceTiming me. I don't even FaceTime. I'm like, what's going on? It's early. I gotta wipe my face. But that right there, it sparked something in me. It gave me Even when you felt like you gave it all, it gave me like a second wind, a second breath, right, of fresh air. So I'm excited, y'all, that the 90-day glow up challenge went well, and I'm super excited to dive into what we're going to be talking about today. So if you're not in the group, because this is broadcasted everywhere, if you're not in the group, you want to get in that group because you're going to get access to a very, very, very special offer for our minimalist mompreneur calendar planner that is going to be dropping here pretty soon. So make sure you get into the group so you can get access to that. But this is about being a mom entrepreneur, but also adapting minimalist habits and traits. One thing about it, like, you can have the best vision. Like, look at this phase one, awakening and vision setting. Okay. So from day 1 to 37, we need to be tapped into our vision. A lot of people, are people that need to see it, right? They're very, I forgot the word, but they're very vision oriented. They need to see it. You need to be going on Pinterest. You need to be downloading, the things that align with your higher self, your true self, right? So once you do that, you create something like this in Canva, upload it, and you can see your vision. I love to travel. I love to be by water. I'm a Pisces water sign. I love to be by the water. I love being a mom. So just, I have vision on my vision board. I have pictures of me and my kids on airplanes and private jets, and living in all over the world, off on islands and stuff like that. So I just have those pictures there as reminders to keep moving forward, because we're all on this journey together. This girl right here, she's fly, she's on her phone, she's texting probably her admin assistant. Like, we got to tap into the vision of what we are aligning with. That's super, super important, right? So just really, today I just want to set the tone for you ladies. Like, we're showing up, we're activated. Like, we're not letting days and months and weeks go by when we're not, really focused and aligned, whether that's on camera or off. More importantly, off camera, to become a new version of yourself. You can have all the dreams and the vision, right? But you also have to realize it's going to take discipline. And that's what I learned doing that 90-day glow up challenge. Was like, hold on, I got to release, you know, the clothes that I'm not using. I have to give them away. I have to focus on really narrowing down my diet. I didn't convert over to plant-based for other reasons. I did it because, my body responds different. I realized that my cognitive function was slowed down mentally, like my processing time was slowed down drastically when I ate red meat. Okay. So this is the reason why I said I need to dive into plant-based, sea moss, protein shakes by Garden of Life. I got to take my vitamins. I can tell the difference when I'm drinking my natural herbal tea. All of those things play a big part in becoming who you want to be, who you actually are. Like, tapping into your actual frequency, tapping into that vision, of yourself. Like, it's possible to be her today. How can we show up and be her today? So give me 1 second. I got my notes written down. So, yeah, so that's very, very important. Self-reflection. Self-reflection. Look at your babies. Allow your kids to push you. Allow your family to push you. Okay? Allow your dreams to push you. But this is the funny part. As big as your dreams are, your hustle, your ability to work smarter, to delegate tasks, to move differently, it has to expand as well. So, like, I had a great chat with someone I call my sister. She's like a sister to me. And we basically were talking about going to the gym. And yes, that 90-day challenge, I dived in. I dived in hard. We dived in. We dived in hard, and I told her, I said, girl, my protein, I got to make sure I'm focused on my protein because I'm feeling like I'm losing some muscle or I'm just feeling a little different. Like I don't feel like I'm at my optimal performance in the gym. And I took a week to reflect. I took a step back. I still worked out, but I took this week to reflect. I did very easy, light workouts, and I focused on my eating. I focused on making sure that I had the proper nutrition that I needed to support my body. That means I was upping my protein, right? So I've upped my protein. I up my I up my plants. I realized during that time because I was just getting up and going, and that's great too. You want to be ignorance on fire. You want to just get up and go, but you also too want to make sure that you're properly nourishing yourself because no matter what, if your body is not nourished, right? If your internal systems are not properly nourished, if you're not drinking enough water, if you're not taking your vitamins, if you're not, looking at becoming your optimal self, developing those habits are going to be crucial to really set fire, to this next version, this next level of yourself. So make sure that you take that into account. It's okay to kick off and go crazy. But like me and my girlfriend, my sister discussed today on the call, it's just really honing in on, okay, I did this, but now how can I make it better? See, first you start off ignorance on fire, and then you got to take a step back to start fine tuning yourself, to start fine tuning your routines, your habits, and your systems. So just self-reflection is super important, okay? Checking in with yourself, making sure that mentally you do, your check-ins. How are you feeling? Are you, needing to take a step back? Are you kind of like all over the place? Are you organized mentally? Are you prepared for the day? Are you writing down a task list before you go to bed at night so that way when you wake up in the morning you're better prepared? And all of these things that I'm telling you ladies, I do myself, and I know when I don't do it, I know the consequences of it. I'm all over the place. I can't think straight. My mind is kind of like scattered. I'm dealing with 4 babies. One of my babies, she has hearing loss. So we got to go to therapy for her. I have virtual assistants calling my phone, texting, for our organization. I'm in communication with my partner. It's a lot going on, and you got to make sure, and also too showing up as the leader that you are in your business at work, not coming in with low energy, like barely there. Like all of that stuff makes a big difference, but it starts internally. It starts setting out tasks. So that's very, 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 very important, right? It's a quote that I came up with a long time ago when I had the vision of minimalist mompreneur, and it was everything must go. This is a season to allow everything to go in order for you to grow. Literally. So minimalist mompreneur, you see the tree in the back, like this is real. Like we're literally here to evolve, to grow, and to just allow ourselves to maintain this frequency over a long period of time, longevity, a long life full of intention, full of purpose, full of passion, right? It's super important. It's super important. So unleashing, we talked about that, unleashing your full potential. I realized that it was impossible for me to compete. Mind you, I don't compete, I complete. And the L stands for love. I learned that from Janae Aiko. But when I say compete, I'm meaning compete with yourself. It's impossible to get ahead if you're doing what you've always done. It's impossible to be the best version of yourself and holding on to the same habits and traits that you've held on to for to get you here. It's okay. It's you're gonna mourn her, but as you evolve to become her, it's gonna all make sense. So it's like I'm torn between the two, but then you gotta cut it off. It's like it's time to cut the cord, like when you have a baby. Minimalist mompreneurs, y'all know what I'm talking about. Time to cut that cord and allow yourself to be who you are destined to be, to activate your purpose, and realizing in this time, in this season, you're going to have to let everything go. Anything that doesn't align with your higher self has to be let go. The discipline, like I literally, my other sister told me today, she invited me out to eat, my godson. We had a great time. And she was like, you should have been in the military. And I'm like, why you say that? Like, I don't know. Like, do you think that? She was like, yeah. And I'm like, why? Well, I was the only child for 12 years. So I'm used to having things the way I'm used to having things. But I realized that over the course of being a mom, going through, relationships and all types of things, I lost myself during this process. And I'm like, wait, what's going on? What happened to that girl who was able to, put things where she needed things and think and focus and not have mom brain? Like, what's the point of being a, high performing or boss mama, and then you can't think about, what you need to do next? Like, I don't want that, and it's possible if we set our intentions to have everything that we desire to have, but we just have to be willing to align with that frequency. So, saying all that to say, alignment is key. Alignment is key. And we realize too, I realized when I allowed myself to surrender to the process, that things start to fall into place and they start to naturally attract. They start to naturally appear. They start to naturally happen, because faith without works is dead. So at the end of the day, with all the manifestation, with all the vision boards, right? We got to back that with showing up as her, with showing up and aligning with that frequency. People around you may think, who does she think she is? Like, what is really going on? And I honestly, because of me being the only child for 12 years, I kind of already had that energy. But it's just like, now as I rebuild myself as a mom, as an entrepreneur, and reaching new heights, I realize that it's just time to reinvent. And it's okay to reinvent yourself as many times as you need to, in order to fully embrace, attract, and align with your higher self. So that's very, very important, because like the things like challenges, it's going to come up. You may have car problems. You may go through situations where you got to go run to the school and go to parent teacher conferences and go to doctor's appointments. And this is why I said the routine and the systems keep you in the game for long term. Like, I've worked really hard and lost 85 pounds before and gained it back. I worked really hard at a lot of things in my life, and I realized that, why I stopped, because I underestimated what it actually took to take this myself, right? Take myself to the next level. And as you evolve and grow, everything around you is going to evolve and grow. And the things that no longer serve you will have to be released naturally. It's going to just go away. But it's about focusing on you. That's the core, right? So make sure that you're looking at your routine, you're reflecting on who you are, how you're showing up. Are you adding value? Even with my children, I always, like, when we're driving to school, they probably are like, oh my God, my mom. And they're only 9, 5, 4, and my little baby is almost 2. But they're really young, really, really young. And when I'm driving to school, I put on Eric Thomas. This is why I said next thing that's coming out is my affirmation album. And I'm gonna have my kids do an affirmation album, because why not? Why not? They need to hear this every day, this reinforcement that they can be all that they can be. But with you being the mama, with you being, you know, the millionaire mama, the billionaire mama, it's positioning yourself. You are always a leader, and they're always going to be watching you and what you do. So not saying that it's pressure there, but just intention, right? So let's set the intention to, when we're driving to school with our kids, making sure that they're getting some of that information as well. And I realized as I play like the Eric Thomas, the motivational speaking, the David Goggins, the Stormy Wellingtons, and listening to these affirmation albums and positive reinforcement. My kids, they take that on. Like my daughter is quick to say, Mama, that's not serving us. That's not serving you, Mama. Let it go. Like Zuri, yes, she'll tell me, and she's only 5, and she's learning setting boundaries and understanding like what is serving her is very important, because that's how we grow and evolve, right? My son is listening to these motivational speakers, like I said, and in the car, he's like, Mama, that's me. And I am powerful. I am strong. My daughters are like, I am powerful. I am strong. And then I'm following that up with reinforcement of like, this is who you are. Like, you have the opportunity to be whoever you want to be in life. And they see me on this computer. They see me grinding. They see me working. And they also see like this is my mom. So if they're seeing this at the young age, that they are, I just hope to God that they continue to unleash their higher selves. And I know that it's inevitable because they're watching me do it, and they're watching me do it from the ground up. So don't feel ashamed of your journey. Just incorporate everything you can and be intentional. Am I always listening to motivational speaking with the kids? No, but I know on my drive to school, that's quiet time for us. And I'm going to incorporate this for my babies so that way they can catch on to what's going on here. And also, too, mama is here reinforcing like, hey, look, you see me, I'm working. Like, we want to get a bigger house. You want to do this, you want to do that. Like, and now they are becoming my accountability buddies. Turn your children into your team. They are your team. Look at them as a team. Your babies are your team. They are not in the way. They are not a blockage. They are not a challenge. They are not anything else but your team. Everything you do, as a mom, a passionate mother, is about building up your team, your babies, your family, your legacy. That's what it's about. Creating peaceful paradise here with the life that we have, whatever that means for you, whatever that means for you. And I'm just here to just remind you that the time is now. It's time to awaken to your vision. It's time to allow yourself to evolve. Don't force it. Don't fight it. It's already here. It's already in you, especially if you're in the Minimalist Mompreneur Challenge. You knew what this was about off the title. So I know what you're here to get. I know what you're here to do. And we all need community. We all need each other. We all need inspiration, So it's just very, very, very important that we realize that we do have time. If you can't make it to the gym, do a 30. I did a 35-minute workout with a kettlebell in my house. Like, you want to be so versatile and know that this is your life, that it doesn't matter if you was out on the street, you're going to do that 30-minute workout. Hey, guys, it was fun, while it lasted. I'm about to go to the trail and do a workout. I'm about to go out, whatever the case may be. I don't care what's going on. Making it a part of your daily routine, 30 minutes out of 24 hours in the day. Also, too, intentionally focusing on your business. Like, I'm on this computer. Y'all might not believe this. It's crazy, but I love it. I love it here. And I'm on this computer for about, sometimes it can go from 8, it can go all the way up to 3:00 in the morning, and I love what I do so much. And I'm training my children and my environment to just support that, So I love what I'm doing so much. And I'm so excited and passionate about helping people, connecting and just showing up as the mama that I am, and it's just being able to empower other people, so it doesn't matter, but you got to be intentional about showing up for what you do. And also too, I don't care if you're working a job. I don't care if you're showing up for your business, making sure that you are energized to show up as your best self. And your best self is going to look different, because I know other people say show up, as you, no matter what, and this and that. And that's the case. But people need to also understand that as women, throughout the month, we go through about 4 different hers, higher hers. Okay. So one week we may be hot and on fire. The next week, we may be a little bit, kind of like down in the bed a little bit, kind of feeling ourselves. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like it's that time of the month, you know, and we need some time. And the point is knowing that this is natural. It's who you are. And I'm quick to tell someone it's hormonal. I'm going through something right now that's hormonal. Is that an excuse to not show up? No, but it's just the reality that throughout the month, you're somebody else. You're probably only, at a normal phase. I'm going to say a normal phase, maybe 1 to 2 weeks out the month. So give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Okay. This is the real minimalist mompreneur challenge. And we're not going to discount that. Okay. We need to make sure that we are taking that into account. And then we're transitioning throughout those periods to make our schedule and everything work for us, so that way we can still get what we need done, leveraging community, leveraging teams, leveraging, everything that we can to make sure that we're not overwhelming ourselves and we're checking in tune with who we are. So that's very, very, very important as well, guys. And then we're going to wrap this up, but I want you to know it's time to step into your power. You will not believe that I am an introvert, because when it's time to go in and I'm on fire, I'm in, right? Because I have I'm a Gemini rising. I mean, not Gemini rising, Gemini ascendant. So it comes off as like I'm just a talking. But let me tell you, it's about being in character. If you got to take on an alter ego, my alter ego is Stacy. Stacy doesn't care. She's about her business. She stands on business. And that's just what it is. Find your alter ego, find your inner strength. Another thing too is my biggest strength is God, my source. And just thinking about all of the work and struggles my grandmother has endured in life, and my mother, and how they just spoke life into me. It's an honor to show up here and speak life into other women who may have not had that, or who may just need that daily check-in to remind themselves that they are everything right now that they need to be to evolve and to grow and to give yourself grace. And you can be a mom entrepreneur, and you can be this, and you can be a sister, and you can be everything, a CEO that God has placed you on this world to be. But it's a journey and it's a process. I am nowhere near what God has shown me that I'm going to get to. But you know what? It's a blessing to be able to encourage, uplift, and inspire along this journey. So it's time to step into your power. 2024 is around the corner, and it's just time to get active. It's time to show up. It's time to be who you know that you are, and be unapologetic about it. Also, too, if you need in your business, if you're like, I'm posting and I'm not converting people, I'm posting and it's not catching on, I want you to go to this link right here. And this is from the Business Bakery. Okay. I want you to go to this link, copy it. It's a free download teaching you how to convert followers, into clients. I've made thousands and thousands of dollars promoting organically online. It's very important that you can do this from the comfort of your home, off your computer, and with your kids. But you make sure that you have a strategy in place. And if you don't have a strategy in place, it's going to seem like it's not working. Don't be a person that gives up. I've busted my brain open for years and years and years just to learn how to build an e-commerce store. It took me 9 years to learn how to set up and position an e-commerce store for success. Okay. So do not get discouraged. The life that you desire, laugh tap lifestyle around your babies. You are the millionaire, billionaire mompreneur. And it's just time to get active. Another link that I'm going to show with you guys before I get off of here is, this is a powerful link right here. Okay. So I'm doing this challenge. So I'm going to show up, for lives, and I'm excited. We're going to do our community chats. But if you're ready to take this thing to the next level, and you're like, I need training on e-commerce, I need that personal development tip, I want to be in a community, I'm ready to go to live events, I'm ready to be a part of a community that's growing in this digital world, that I can go and access templates and get all of this stuff done for you or do it yourself, this is the place to be. We're talking about business credit, personal credit. I went through a BK. I was able to build my credit up from 400 all the way up to 780. It's possible. If it's possible for me, it's possible for you. We're on this journey together, guys. Click these links if you're ready to take it to the next level. If you need help again with converting your followers, okay? Converting your followers, go here and make sure you download this booklet. It's going to really change everything for you online. And if you need anything from me, you got any questions, you want to talk, anything, feel free to DM me, message me on Facebook, Instagram. I'm here for you. We are here for you. And I'm excited to see, what's next on your journey. I'm going to be sharing my journey. Don't be a stranger. Comment, subscribe, like, let's go. The next live is going to be vision board party. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure you message me. I'm going to set up an opt-in link for it, and we're off to the races. I love you, ladies, and it's time to get it.